We certainly need to do a better job of taking care of the basketball, but that's a good Pikeville team. I mean, they're #1 in the country at their level for a reason. You probably saw the first 12, 14 minutes of their game against Kentucky last night, and they play hard. They're well coached, they're tough, they're athletic. The one kid, Simmons, man, he puts on a show and he makes some tough shots, but I think the biggest thing with our team is too many turnovers, not enough steals and deflections in our press or in our half-court defense. And it's tough for me right now. I've got to do a better job because it's so early in the season and so many guys are basically even at their position. I felt like I wasn't really maybe letting guys get into a rhythm because I was trying to play a bunch of different folks. So that was a little challenging tonight, but we did some good things. At one time I looked out there, I think we had 4 freshmen on the floor at the same time, and we were playing pretty well. So it's a young group, and we'll continue to get better.
Donnie, it looked like Josh was playing most of the night. Is that something you're experimenting with, or is that what he's going to be doing moving forward?
Yeah, we've kind of made that move the last couple of weeks. You know, we talked all preseason about Kevin Punter, and then one day we just kind of threw Josh out there, and he was pretty solid, and he embraces that role more than maybe I thought he would. It puts the ball in our best players' hands more often, but I think everybody could see we just really don't have a natural point guard. Now, he'll get better. Kevin will get better as the year goes along as well, but we just don't have that natural playmaker, and so we're going to have to do some things and tweak some things as we move along offensively to help with that.
How much did the starting lineup reflect reality, and how much was it just you wanted to get a look at guys like Derek and Woodson and Robert in particular?
You know, those guys have earned that right to start to this point. You know, a lot of positions, it could have went either way leading up to the game tonight, but those guys have been healthy. I never really feel comfortable starting a guy like Armani, who's missed 4, 5, 6 practices over the last couple of weeks. I think at some point he'll get that position back, maybe sooner than later. But those guys have earned it in practice, and that's the way I've always done things. If you compete and beat guys out on the practice floor, you get the first chance in the game. So maybe it'll be different next game. We'll see how this week of practice goes.
Armani, 17 points, 8 of 10 shooting. Do you think he can do that in a, not an exhibition game against an SEC team?
Well, Armani's an efficient player. I mean, going 8 for 10 against league competition is hard for anybody, but I do think he's an efficient guy. I think he takes care of the basketball. He's a good passer. He's tough and he's physical. Now tonight against a little bit of an undersized team, maybe he gets away with some things he won't on other nights. But with that being said, I think then he'll do some other things to try to help our team.
What was it you saw specifically from Josh the last couple of weeks that made you decide maybe this is something that your role?
Well, I think it's twofold, Steve. The biggest thing is Josh seems to like playing the spot, and it gives Kevin a chance to be off the ball where there's really no question he's better at that 2 spot than he is at the point. So with that being said, Kevin's still going to have to play some point, and Josh will continue to get better and better as the year goes along.
What was it like for you just to be out there for the first time?
Well, it was exciting. You know, it was an opportunity to let our fans see how we're going to play. I would have liked to play a little bit better, but I thought our kids competed and played hard. We had a lot of guys come in. I guess we played, about almost 11 guys, double-figure minutes. So that's a pretty deep team. Now, obviously, that rotation will start to shorten a little bit as we move forward, but I thought we did some nice things. We had, at one time, I think it was Dietrich, maybe Tariq, Willie, and maybe a newcomer, Baldwin. So 3 freshmen and a newcomer out there at one time, and we had about a 3 or 4 minute stretch that was pretty good. So I think that shows that moving forward as we grow our program, we've got some good young pieces in place.